This is another Airsoft mic production.
Hey, Tactical, welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is the SRC SR5 A3 SWAT series CO2 Blowback SMG, aka MP5A3. I'm fully aware that there is the MP5A5, and if you are a fan of the Squid Game, wow, look at this beast. Now, if you watch the Squid Game as forensically as I do, you will notice that their creative license is out of control, and I love it. No spoilers in this video, I promise, but I have watched it all now, and oh my gosh. Oh, and by the way, you also get a cleaning and unjamming rod. Look at this beauty. I'm fully aware you've got a VFC version, you've got a WeTech version, and it's kind of a battle between those two as to which one is the best. However, this is the one for me. So you've got a nice rubberized butt plate at the back there. You have a sling point and a retractable stock using this paddle right there. Oh, and by the way, stamped steel and nylon fiber. So here you have another sling point, and by the way, this platform has 5 sling points in total. Nice. Here's a body pin, and here you have the famous fire selector switch. You've got SEF, safe, semi-auto, full auto. This bad boy right here, that is one substantial selector switch. Let's have a quick listen. Oh, that is a very healthy click. Oh, mate, come on. Now, let me keep it real with you. I bought this recently. I am fully aware that when this first came out, there was a lot of issues, like unreliable mags, issues with the sight system, and don't get me started on what I have heard, seen, and read about regarding the internals, how 1, not very strong, they will break, 2, parts are very hard to come by. However, have they improved it a little? Because this isn't exactly the same as the one that first came out, and I'm purely talking about from a cosmetic standpoint, because if you look on the top here, just in front of that rear sight, there's no serial number. We still have those little markings there, as you can see, but on the early releases of this, there was a serial number stamped right next to it. And wait a minute, now I'm even more convinced that this is the updated version, because look, that's the original version that has COB-420, and my version down here is the COB-405. So according to this, that's the old version, that's the new version, that's the new version. Yeah, but how new? Could this still be problematic? I know the magazines haven't changed, so we'll see. Oh, mate, that is the most safe position I have ever felt on an airsoft piece. That trigger right there is rock solid when on safe. It doesn't move at all. Oh, and by the way, when you put it back onto fire, you do get a little play with the trigger. But remember, I've not cocked it, I've not done anything, the mag's not in. That is pretty decent. And there you have your mag release. And if you look closely there, you can probably just about make out, there you go, your real world caliber markings. And below that, you have your third sling point. Oh, I can't wait to test that. But before we get there, there's your hand guard. And before we start slapping anything, can I just bring you back to the rear sight? A very decent looking rear sight, if I may say so myself. You've got 4 different sight pictures or apertures. Let me just quickly show you them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. And that leads me very nicely back to the front, where you have your front sight. And as we get to the business end, there's your 4th sling point. And by the way, you can take that off if you want. And beneath that is an outer 14mm threaded outer barrel, counterclockwise, with a thread protector. Now, this bad boy is hop adjustable, and to get to that, you need to take off your hand guard. And to do that, you just remove 1 pin. And that's where you adjust your hop. Nice. Now, technically on this side, it looks like there's a lot less going on, but really there's a lot more, because as you can see, this is where you will see all the blowback action. Nice. Nice big old metal bolt. And of course, from the other side, you can see which position your fire selector switch is in. And look, right above your paddle mag release, you've got a mag release button. Right now, we've seen 4 sling points on the other side already. There's your 5th. Now, if you really need to break this bad boy down, apart from the pin you saw on the hand guard, there's a pin there and there's a pin there. Right, let's get this mag ready. Now, of course, if you're going to get one of these bad boys, you can't just run 1 mag. So I bought a second one just for the purpose of this video. But if you're going to really run it for gameplay, you're going to need more than 2, I reckon. Now, I am fully aware that in the instruction manual, SRC wants you to obviously put the CO2 in, put the BBs in, then put the mag in, and then pull the charging handle back and let it go. But not me, baby. I want to do it the tactical way. Yeah, it might cause a bit of damage. I don't know. I don't care. I gotta do this the way this is going to be performing when filming on set. I can't believe these magazines are only 35 rounds. But hey, it's more than its real counterpart, so let's just get on with it. Now, to get into this, you just push on that button there and pull from the top. And then on the top right here, there's a cap. You just unscrew that. And then down there you can see where your CO2 will be pierced. Now, if you're not using CO2 that has added silicone oil, make sure to either drop a drop right on the top there, or drop a drop right down there where it pierces the capsule. And that's what I'm going to be doing. Do you know what? That was blooming difficult to actually hit that part, so I'll, yeah, do that as well. Do you know what? Let me change the gloves. Let me get the other one ready. Mate, hundreds of YouTube videos, hundreds of airsoft guns, and I still feel just as excited as the first day I ever touched one, an airsoft gun. Compose yourself, Airsoft Mike. Come on! Right, I'm just going to do one single shot just to make sure it's working. Then I'm going to chrono. Then I'm going to show you this bad boy in full auto. And then accuracy test. Oh, mate, that works. Oh, well, depending on what country you are in, that rules this out for gameplay. Do you know what? I shouldn't be too shocked. It's CO2 for crying out loud. But anyway, look at that. the average. Right, let me just show you full auto, and then we're going to go back to the chrono actually and show you full auto in the chrono. Watch the bolt. Woo! Man, that was satisfying. I want to chrono this bad boy in full auto. Ha! Never gets old. Yeah, baby! Oh, and wait a minute. Somewhere around 12 to 13 rounds per second. Okay, so far I am loving this thing. And personally, I don't buy this sort of thing just to do single shots. But I am going to do a little accuracy test. And I am going to aim for this tiny little target there. That's how small this target is. Right, let's go. Now, you know what? You know how honest, brutally honest I can be, even to my own detriment. I'll be honest with you, I flicked it to full auto by mistake. So I could just pretend and say, yeah, I was meant to do full auto first, and then I wanted to show you single shots. Nah, but it took me by surprise, but I am impressed. I fully expected full auto to go all over the place, but no, full auto, pretty nice. Groupings there, look. And then my single shots were more all over the place. What's that all about? So note to self, don't try too hard. You might get better results. Anyway, is this empty? I've got my iPro on. Actually, it's not empty of BBs. The CO2's finished. And if you look closely, the BBs you can see there, which will be double stacked, yeah? That's all that's left. So let me get another CO2 cartridge in. Right, fresh cartridge in. Let's empty the bag. Nice. It's also good to see that the bolt itself, it doesn't rub against anything. So look, there's no silvery scratch marks. Decent. So there you go, people. This is the SRC SR5 A3 SWAT series CO2 Blowback SMG, aka the MP5A3. Oh, S. Oh, I've got to go. The reason being is you can't see this, but just off camera on that side, the front man has been watching me throughout this entire video, and I think I now have to go and put a shift in. Even though I really don't like being one of his minions, but yeah, I'm telling you, he's there, he's watching me.